Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I'm Drawing Chaos, and this is Satisfactory. We are on our end game build, or as I like to call it, Project Growth. Now, in the last episode, we started working on oil, and we got a ton of it. 6,900 cubic meters of oil per minute, and process it into wonderful things such as rubber, plastic, petroleum coke, as well as time crystals. But in this episode, it's time to work on the next step or the next phase of the project so we can actually have something very important. So on today's episode, we were working on the next step of this beautiful project. And on this step, I actually want to use something specific. I want to use, where are they? Drones. Lovely, lovely drones. Because the thing that I want to go for is this beautiful Caterium. That's right, I need Caterium in my base because I want to build a second step to helping me make my stuff so much easier. And for that, I'm going to have to go around the entire world and find quite a bit of Caterium, 4,000 Caterium ore per minute. So that's going to be fun. The nice thing about this is if we go into production, grab a Miner Mark III, we're going to build this right down here. One of these beautiful pier nodes is actually going to give us, bam, 1,200 per minute. So technically, I only need 4 pier nodes. The only problem is there 4 pier nodes on the map that I haven't already tapped? Good question. Better answer is probably yes, because I know this one right here is a pier node over here. There should be, which should be close enough, should be a pier node right down here I haven't grabbed. Ah, there we go, right on time. So that's that pier node. And then the next one over here is also a pier node. So that's 3 right there. So let's just say this shouldn't be too hard. The difficult part is transferring a pier node over to over there. And first things first, we're going to need to get rid of some stuff, but which direction do I want to go in? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, over here has a kind of good one, so let's go this way. Get rid of you. Want and destruction solving all my problems. I love it. You know what? You can stay. But you need to go bye-bye because we need another one. And we need to aim you this way? Sure. This way seems good. Then I do my patented thing where I go up here. And there we go. Aim right there. Let's get you in line. And do I want it a little closer? You know what? That's close enough. Zoop it, and we're going to zoop it 3. Now I can delete this, grab it back, bring it back out, and voila. It is now on top of here, perfectly designated in the center to where I'm going to have a belt come out. And of course, we're going to put these in here so we get 1,200 because that is what we need. The next thing of what we need is to get rid of that rock right there, which I wish we could just blow up with explosives, but, you know, we haven't gotten that update just yet. Oh, you won't even let me build one of those? You suck. Hold the phone. And then we take that and we throw that in the trash because it's garbage. Now, let's see, we build this out a couple ways, and then we can build this out going to this way. Now, if we go in here, transportation, drone port, we can grab ourselves a drone port or 2. And of course, drone ports are 3x2 tiles you really need. This part's supposed to hang off the edge, but you know, it is what it is, so could go 1 over, but then it hangs off here. Ooh, I wonder if there's a way that I can make one where it kind of goes up and then over. You know what? I'm going to make one really quick. I'm going to see what it looks like because I think it'll be bitchin'. Voila! We have something. I like to think it's something. So, yep, it's taking it out of the ground, it's putting it up, it's bringing it up here, and it's separating it into 4 drone ports. Ports? Why does port sound like a weird word when you say it? Anywho, so with that coming up here, the real question is, do I need 4? I don't know. We can test this out. The other problem is, what is it? Fuel. So I should have fuel at the main base. I should be able to bring it over there and then bring it back over here to fill this up. And then it should be easy peasy, no problem. The real question is, it's going to be throughput. So before I continue, oh wait, that's not the only problem. The other problem is power. So when we look at the infrastructure of the map, there is none. I mean, I got something over here, which actually, oh yeah, that's right. So I'm bringing power straight through there. Can I zoom in? I can, but of course I need to turn the aperture off. There we go. I have power. Ooh, it's actually right there. So yeah, I got power going all the way across. So if I just bring that right over here, no problem. So I do actually got a little infrastructure, so that's not bad. But before I go building out more of these things, I want to actually start building out what I'm going to do to produce as much Caterium ingots as I will ever need. So let's head our way back to the base. All right, so here's the skinny. I made a bunch of petroleum coke over there and everything like that, which is all great, and that's used for making ingots. The main ones they're going to be used for is steel ingots. Now for steel ingots, I need, where did my notes say? 2,500, which, you know, if we up this to that maximum percentage, that means I need about 10 of these? Hot damn, that's not a lot. I am very happy with that. But then we go over to this Caterium one, and things are a little different. See, it only produces 22.5 Caterium ingots per minute. Now, even if I up that, that's still 56.25. What if I bring it to more manageable numbers, like maybe 55? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Or what if just 50? That's awesome. I like that one. Nice, short, simple. So this means that I need how many I need 2,000. Oh boy. So if I run the numbers, 2,000 divided by 50, I need a pack of 40, which is not a lot. Not really, but let's see. It needs 33.33 petroleum coke. So 33, let's say 34 times 50. Sorry, 40. We want a pack of 40. So I only need 1,360, which is not too bad. Okay. And then this one is 187.5. If we're going to times that by 10, like we did with that one, which means I need 1,875. Where's all my petroleum coke going on? Well, that's going to be this one over here later on when I need it for aluminum scrap, which even if I up this to the maximum, which is 750 per minute, that means I need 150 per minute to make this up and running, which is not too bad. Not too bad. So that's the numbers game. So I need a pack of 40 on these foundries. So the question is, where should I place that? Now I could do something stupid. I mean, I normally do. But what if I was to like put something over here on the edge? And then kind of build them attached to this. So we'll grab Mr. Foundry. So what if, and I'm just spitballing here. So if we build that here, how does it work on the other side? I mean, technically it has space. And then I could put above it, I could put drone ports. Ooh, I could put drone ports. Question is, how many can I fit? Oh, that is annoying, but let's see how many we got. Come on. And yep, you're up to the line. Is it the same as the other one? Yep, 8 of them. Which means 8 times 3. And if I can fall down on there, I can pull the calculator. 8 times 3 means 24. I could probably devise the numbers. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. So there's 8. So there's 24. Okay. So if I took 20. No, wait. It's going to be 48. 48. So wait. If I got 48 of them, which means I need 2,000 ingots. And if I divide that by. Shut up. Fix it. Divide that by 48, which means I would need 41.666. Or I could roughly make that 42. Fine. We'll put you at 42. Boop. There we go. 84 Caterium, 28 petroleum coke, and I can take one of those out of there. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't seem too bad. And it kind of fits this stuff in there. Wait, and then it gets even better, because what if... I was gonna say, what if we had a drone port up here? Transportation, drone port. Oh, okay, so that would be the closest one we could have it. I mean, granted, it does pop out. The only problem is maybe with the height and everything. Although, what if I had it to here? And then we just go up until it allows us to... Oh, it's the big old thing over there. I guess I could finagle it just a little bit. Something like this. Have it come in. It comes down and kind of goes over there. That might be something. I'm gonna play around with it and see if I come up with anything I like. All right, check it out. I got my wonderful foundries. They're all set up. They're all gold. I like gold. And they're nice and compact and well established. I don't even know what that means. But they also got petroleum coke in there too, because guess what? I have 24 of them over here. And if it's 24 of them, nice and easily, I set it so that it's making 37.5. Now I need more than what fits in here. I also don't need that, so that's going bye-bye. But it has 75 Caterium ore and 25 petroleum coke. And the reason for that is there's 24 over here, which means 24 times 25, 600. So one 600 line of petroleum coke takes care of every single one of these. But the also nice thing about that is, with the Caterium ore being at 75, which is 3 times as much, means each set of 1/3, I guess is the best way to say it, needs 600. So I need 1,800. So basically, if I get 600 of that, bam, it's all set. Now here's the thing. I want it to be drones. And I need to figure out where to put the drones, because I was thinking maybe I build some more stuff up at top. So if I build the drones up here, I cannot have a roof to this. What? Hold on. I see a distraction. How in the hell did you get all the way up here? That's crazy. I'm gonna leave it up here. See if anybody notices. But anywho, so now I gotta figure out where do I want my drones to be. Could put something like right around here. I could probably fit like, what do I need? If it's gonna be 600... No, it'd probably take like 300. Oh, you know what? I could go all the way over to my base over here where I have my power, and I can see the transfer rate that it's doing for the uranium nuggets. And then that will tell me how good my production rate or my fly rate is for the drones. All right, let's go on an adventure. Oh yeah, coming in hot. That looks awesome, especially with the nice biohazard symbol in the sky. Okay, so I have these right here. And this one's for the nuggies, and this one's for the nuggies. So what is my transfer rate? 4.69 stacks, 300 per minute. Is that one going to be the same? Jeez, get out of my way. 345, 6 stacks per minute. Okay, so that would mean that we were averaging about 300 per stack. Wait, what's in this one? Oh, this is the steel that's out. Outgoing 400. 6.37 stacks. Outgoing 470. And then you are input 13. Oh, yeah, because I only use so much, so I get it. Okay, so we're averaging about 300, 400, which means if I want to be safe, I can have 2 drone ports for every 600 line, or 4 drone points for every... Oh, sorry. Whew, safety. So 4 drone points. 4 drone ports. There we go. For every peer node. Aw, do I have to walk all the way back? Well, I don't wanna... I'll cut this out of the video. Okay, I raised the ceiling up and got them up here. Kind of put it back to back. I'm wondering on whether or not this is a good idea or a bad idea. See, here's the thing. See this one right here? I need to get fuel into each and every one of these. So... Alright, now that I look at it, it might be a bad idea. Might have to lower this one down. But, I mean, I do got the room down here, so I could just flatten that out and lower it down. And it looks weird. I mean, it looks weird altogether anyway. The other option is to take something like this. And, I mean... I could technically go here. And then... Oh, just raise it up by 1? So even if I raised it up by, say, 2... Honestly, that's not too bad. And then I have the stuff in the middle. Honestly, yeah, that's gonna be the way to go. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll fix up the whole way that I have this set up. And then all the items are gonna go down, and then straight across in the middle here is going to be a splitter, regular conveyor splitter, and then that will give us all the stuff. The problem then becomes, where do I put the drone port for fuel? Well, now that we're back here, I guess it's time to start. I have been able to hook this up with power, even though it kind of looks weird. It still goes over here and works just right. Now all I gotta do is rename all of these. And, oh, that's right. I hooked up the power, so all of them are starting to load. Are you loading? You don't look like you're loading. Oh, that's right. It fills up the drone first. I forgot about that. Also, the other thing is, I gotta go in here, and I gotta type in rocket fuel, burning like a da-da-da-da-da-da. So we got, what's it, 4 of them? 2, 3, 4, yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 1 fuel thing and put it in each one. This is just to get us started, but normally the fuel is gonna come from the main base. Where's that? Right over there. Ooh, that looks good from a distance. It looks like I have manufacturers on the top. All right, all fueled up, and now it's even starting to get even more Caterium in there. So now to rename them and then set them to over there, and then we can see these little puppies fly. And there we go. Hopefully I set these up properly and they actually work. This one is going to 1BB. All right, this one's going to 1BA. This one should be going to 1AA. And this one right here is 1AB. And all of that is heading over there and should be starting to make us some wonderful Caterium. Now it's the best way to get back there. Good news, everyone! It's starting to work. Look at it go! Is that side working? That side is working. Now, I could have put in one of those, what they're called, bins, because I don't know if there's a stuttering problem. But hopefully with the amount of, the fact that there's 2 drone ports per each one, that doesn't actually happen. Now, the other question is, where is it going into? Should be this one and the other one. All right, so that's coming along. And haha, Caterium. So that's all gonna fill up, and then we're gonna have this all nice and full before we test out the wonderful speed. But as you can see, it is purring like a kitten. Oh, we gotta check the other side and see if that's working as well. Hop over here, and yes, smog of industry, we did it. So that sets us up with only one of them, because this one pure node takes care of that one. Now we need to hook up 2 more pure nodes, and that should give us all the Caterium for this section. So let me work on that real quick so we can work on the next little goodie that I have planned for this episode. Ah, there we go. The second pure node that I'm going to need. Right next to my house, real close to my base. Ooh, that is a good look at it. So this one should be just as easy as the last one. Production, miner mark 3. Aim it in a great location. Let's see, how does that look? Maybe this way. I think this way looks good. Switch over this little guy. And then we can get it right in place. Maybe a little bit closer. Zoop it. And there we go. Delete. Rebuild. How's that? Pretty much in the center? Pretty much in the center. And then I just got to rebuild another thing like I did wherever the hell that thing is. And just like that, it's all done. Lucky for me, this had power nearby, so it wasn't too bad. But other than that, bam, done. Now we just need one more pier section, which means I need to go to the Rocky Desert. Luckily, I also have some good transportation over here too. Ooh. Fly, my pretty, fly. Whee! Alright, there's that one. Oh, I'm gonna have to fly a little higher, otherwise I'm not gonna make it. Wait, where's it? Whoa, oh, right there. And like that, number 3 is built. Just needs to be named, fueled, and set to go. Man, you know, after a while, this just gets a little bit easier. Once you get a pattern going, everything just comes together. Especially when it comes to naming convention. Drone port 65? Haha, more like Cat Pier 5A. Fly, my pretties, fly. Actually, can you give me a ride? Yeah, this is not a good idea at all. Ladies and gentlemen, never do this at home. Wait, if I kneel down, will that be better? Oh, that does not bode well. Oh, okay, you're better. You're better than your brother, you know that, right? You got this. Doesn't it feel? Oh my god, this is actually semi-working. Oh, no, it's not working. Not working at all. Ah! Ow. Oh. Oh. Well, life's full of disappointments.
Pioneer, Pioneer.
Yes? Hi, buddy. I mean, you just love to see it. All these wonderful drones flying in the air, all this wonderful Caterium floating down. Everything seems to be... well, it's working relative, so that's good. And then we can see income... oh, 600. You mean I didn't need this much? Well, I mean, it's almost 600. So, yeah, I technically still would need to. Yeah, 290. See, yeah, so this is okay. I did back up all these so they would shut the hell up because they are so loud. I mean, it's good to know that they're working, but at the same time, I mean, come on. All right, so this is good because now we're making all this Caterium and we're not using very much petroleum coke. So the petroleum coke is currently on a smart splitter, so it goes up there and just goes just to be safe. I don't want to back up the system or mess things up if I don't have to. Now all we got to do is put one of these on here. And our goal is to get 900 each. So this will give us 1,800. Which granted, it's going to be a lot right away considering this and the petroleum coke, but still. Now, the reason I said I needed so much Caterium is if we look at this, this is our wonderful Satisfactory modeler that has the main plan, and I need 1,893.11, which kind of sucks. Now, here's the funny thing. I'm using it for a couple things. One thing I'm using it for is this over here to make fuse quick wire. So I definitely need that. The other thing I need, which I alluded to much earlier, was I need it over here. I need 466.67 to make my beautiful fix-it ingots so I can make my fix-it triguns. Now the question is, what do I need the rest of it for? And that was something interesting. I decided to make... Oh my god, where did it go? All the way down here. I needed 408 of them to make myself some Caterium wire. Now the nice thing about this Caterium wire is I can make some copper or iron for that matter. I'm not bringing much iron in, but I can make iron or copper and I can make myself some of that. So the 18 that I have, the 1,800 that I'm making, I'm gonna be okay with that. Fuse quick wire is about 1,000, so that's really gonna be the big fish of this, but still. So what is next on the chopping block that I want to do today that's so important? I want to get my fix-it triguns up and running, because these right here, this is 350 per minute. And remember what I said of the where the hell they are, the time crystals? Yeah, if I can get those two up and running, I can make belt highways like nobody's business. But first I'm gonna need 350 reanimated SAM, which equates to, where did I put it, 1,400 SAM per minute. That is a minimum of 2 nodes. But if I can't find a pure one, then yeah, we're gonna have to use 3. So where are all the SAM nodes? Let us search. Boom. Gotta be around here somewhere. And if I pull up my map, oh, I have one over here. That's gonna be a pure node. Hell yeah. And then I have this one I'm using. This one I'm using. There's one over here that's impure. How much does an impure one? 1,200, 600, 300. So of the 12, technically I could go for impure. No. I have a wonderful idea. And lucky for me, the pure node is not too far away. Now this pure node, I would love to make some wonderful drones and bring it over, but I think it would be best instead if I just built a bridge. If I just had a bridge coming over here, I think that would just work out better. Let it flow! Whee! Not bad, not bad. And of course I was able to go over these nice hogs, so I didn't have to worry about that. Now, here's the thing too. All this goes into a constructor, okay? And we need, where's reanimate Sam? I need 350 of these. And I can up these to 75. So 350 divided by 75, 4.66. What about 70? Aha! 5 of them. Which would be nice. The only question is, where would I put 5 of them? Because they need to go somewhere. And then, of course, once we get the 5, we need to also make this converter. No, I'm out of materials. Butts. So funny story, I might have built a few of these, what do they call fluctuators or converters down here. And now I ran over a perfect part. Fluctuator. I need to figure out what to do on that. So let me solve this problem and then figure out that problem before I continue. All right, let's test this out and see where I messed up. So connect you to here. Fly, my pretties, fly. Look how shiny it is. Nice. Anywho, where did I decide to build it? Well, right at the beginning. Was this a good idea? Probably not. But let's see how it goes. So first things first, these go in here. Now I divided it up one line into two. So 600 comes in here, and then this will take 280. And then it'll go over here, it'll take another 280, but that will almost get rid of everything. It'll only leave 40 for this middle one, plus 40 from the other one. So this impure node, I divided it up into two, and that should come over here eventually, so that should get us enough for that. Then those are splitting up, half of it goes one way, half of it goes another, and the other ones come into the center, and voila. Fix-it Trigons. This means I have Fix-it Trigons as well as time crystals, and I can make myself the most beautiful, the most luxurious, and the greatest conveyor belt highway ever seen in this game. And all it took was this one little section right here. Little section. So that takes care of that, and that takes care of this one. Now, granted, with the rest of the stuff, I still have to build steel, which means I'm going to need a lot of iron, as well as our good old buddy, aluminum scrap, which is also going to take a lot of bauxite. But that's got to be in another episode, because I think we have completed everything we need to today. That should be it. We've done such a good job. There's drones flying everywhere. Hopefully I haven't messed up anything, but we'll see. Because the next part of the graft or problem issue is I got to put this into an awesome sync so I can see how well this actually goes and to see if I messed up anywhere. Also, I should probably turn off that awesome, or turn back on that awesome sync that had the time crystal on there, because for some reason it's really good to have that stuff running, so you know I can kind of make sure that everything's going great. Oh, by the way, let's see what we did. 650, which is correct ish. See, here's the thing, it was supposed to be 800 on each side, but no, sorry, 900 on each side, but each one of those things takes, what is it? So it is 60 times 4. So each one takes 240. So if I take 900, I'm pressing wrong button, 900 minus 240, I get 660. As you can see, things are running swell. Well, for the most part. We seem to be having an issue with these belts right here. They're not running as great as they could be, but hey, at least it's given me everything that I need. So if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, for we got this endgame build that needs to be complete, and it is only looking bigger and better every single episode. Alright everybody, I'm outie. Where's the wave? Wait, where's my hand? Oh my god, I was like, my hand disappeared for a second. That's crazy. Alright, I'm out of here for good now. Or not for good. I'm out of here now. Okay, I'll be back. Bye. Alright, bye-bye. 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 Bye.